Capricorns, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Capricorns? Okay, the Hierophant. Oh, and the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. That's a lot of cards. 8 of Pentacles is what I'm going to take. Okay, and the High Priestess and the Magician I'm just going to keep in mind over here, because otherwise I'll be a bit overwhelmed. So firstly, the Hierophant is about teaching. So the Hierophant can also be learning from a teacher or you're teaching. So some of you might be teachers, or you could have something happening very soon where you are kind of being led or guided and learning from someone more like aware than yourself in some way. And a lot of this is spiritual sometimes, but it could just be also religious. Like you could just be learning about different religions, different cultures, things like that. I'm going to clarify it later on to see why it's come out for you, but there's just something very big around that. And it's also traditions and like longevity, if that's a word. Is the word coming through? I'm like seeing the word in my mind, but I'm not really, I don't know how to say it. Longevity, that's for some reason coming through. Then you've got the Lovers card. The Lovers is about union. Sometimes it's about a choice. So some of you could have a choice between someone and someone else, or it could be a choice between 2 different jobs, careers, places to live. There is some type of choice, some type of thing where you kind of had to follow your heart a bit. I'm going to clarify it again to see in a minute. Ten of Pentacles is really, really good to have when it comes to finance, when it comes to career, so it's nice that you've got that come out as well. But it's also a feeling of having more than enough, when it comes to wealth, or when it comes to what you're creating is going to be long-standing. You're going to be able to, like, some of you are very, very hard working, but you're not realizing just how far that's going to get you, and just how far you've already got yourself. It just seems as if you might be thinking smaller than you can, because 10 of Pentacles means big things, and for some reason I'm feeling like you guys would be surprised, or a lot of you would be like, huh? 10 of Pentacles for me? But no, there's like 10 Pentacles waiting for you. You're just underestimating either yourself, or you're just underestimating what's going to happen next in your life, like the opportunities that are coming, or your ability to pull through. If you're given a specific opportunity, you're actually gonna really, really juice it. I don't know why it's coming through. It's kind of like when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. There's some type of opportunity, you're gonna really like squeeze it and get all the juice out of it. I don't know why that would come through. Then you have the 8 of Pentacles, and again, the 8 of Pentacles is also about work. So it seems as if some of you, if you are self-employed, or if you just work a lot, or if you have some type of business where you work from home, 8 of Pentacles is like booked and busy, and you have lots of coming in. So with the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles side by side, you're able to do very well for yourself if you are creating something. Some of you, I don't know why I'm getting Etsy come through. If you've got like an Etsy business or something where you kind of very crafty, whatever it is, there is a lot more waiting for you there than you're either planning or imagining. Even if you have a big imagination and you're thinking big, you're not quite thinking as big as you can. There's bigger things. Think bigger. Okay. And also the High Priestess and the Magician. Some of you are tapping more into manifesting. Some of you are like aware of manifestation. You're aware that that's a thing. But with the High Priestess, it just seems like you're going to tap into it more. And it's also like less words. there's something where you're not speaking about what you're creating. Maybe in the past you spoke and you said, oh, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna manifest this, I want this next, and I already have this, it's coming to me. And there's something where you're gonna say it to others less and say it to yourself more. Clarifying the Hierophant, you have Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you, there's some type of commitment. So if you're in a situation, or if you're in a, when it comes to love, because you do have the Lovers here as well as the Hierophant as well as Justice. So some of you, there's definitely something about commitment and choosing someone, which is very, very, I don't know why I'm getting needle focused, or is that saying there's something like a really strong focus on one person, but with the Knight of Pentacles it's slow and steady. But the nice thing is you've got Justice, the Hierophant and the Lovers all side by side, so whatever's going on, it's going in the right direction. It doesn't really matter how slowly you're going, you know it's going places, or you know it's moving forward positively. And the reason for this to be coming through, maybe you've been in situations in the past, relationships in the past, where you're a bit clueless, or you're a bit like uncertain if it was worth your time, or you're uncertain if it's worth your energy. There's something with someone where you're like, oh, 100%, this is worth my energy, this is worth my time, this is reciprocal, this is balanced. With the Justice card and with the Hierophant, it's like, I don't know why there's equal learning, or there's equal, like, there's equal growth to be had from you and someone else. And if you're already with this person, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's almost as if you've completely like blossomed into a more confident, more sure of yourself person. And if that was already you, then that's your partner. Your partner is like, I don't know, it just seems as if I'm seeing a flower, and I'm seeing the flower kind of just like blossoming and opening up, and it's nice. I like that. Okay, clarify the Lovers. You have the Page of Swords, which is studying. A lot of you are either in school, or you're studying something new, you're going back to school, or you're learning about a certain subject, because Page of Swords is a very studious. My words aren't working today. It's a very studious card, but it's also like kind of being a little bit very self-aware of what you don't know. Some of you to almost like a fault. You're like, I'm aware that I don't know enough about this. And for some reason, even when you do know a lot about something, you still put yourself down, or you don't think you know enough about it. I don't know, I feel like there's something where you don't realize you know enough. But for that to be tied to the Lovers card, that could also be you knowing someone and being like, oh, I need to get to know them a bit more. And there's some type of like, because the Lovers is the choice card, so it's like there's a choice to be made, but you're like, oh, I need more information. Which could be why the Knight of Pentacles is there, things moving slowly, because I feel like you're trying to study someone. Either studying someone or someone studying you. And if you're already in a relationship, sorry that's not resonating, but there's something you're kind of looking into with someone, or maybe you're furthering your relationship, and before you make that big commitment you were like asking all the important questions. Because you do have 10 Pentacles here also, which would also be you committing and kind of having a house and a home together. It's so strange because you got a lot of cards of like a strong foundation being built. My words! A strong foundation being built with somebody. I just got one pillar at a time. One pillar at a time. Some of you are like building a house. Four of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. There's some type of healing, and like Four of Swords is healing and rest and rejuvenation, and like with the 10 of Pentacles there is something very, very important about your there's something very important about your home feeling like a calm space and not just a house. Some of you could have there's something cold about your house at the minute, and there's something where you're going to warm it up, which is a really weird thing to say, but there's something where it just does not feel homey, and you're going to start to transform that a little bit. It also could be, I don't know why, it could be at like a really weird time, like you're in the you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, whoa, I need to change this, and you suddenly give your house like a makeover at the weirdest hour. Because I just feel like I'm just getting that scene from Elf where he redecorates the North Pole, but it's the middle of the night, and I don't know, there's just something where it's going to be at a weird time. It's going to be really kind of, and you almost forget you've done it, fall asleep, wake up, and you're like, oh yeah, I moved the whole house around and I put up some paintings, and I don't know, there's something unexpected, but it's bringing a warmer energy where there isn't any warmth. Some of you also, this is a really weird thing to say, but your lights aren't warm. You've got very cold lighting, and you're going to have more like either ambient lighting, or you're going to change your light bulbs to more like orange ones. I don't know, it's such a weird thing to say, but it just feels very cold until you change something. The Chariot, to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, there could be some movement around your job, but that movement might be like metaphorical, like movement as in moving forward in it, like success. And it could also be you traveling for work. It's going to be very broad, but Eight of Pentacles is a very successful energy, but it's also consistent. Like, there's something about, I don't know why I'm getting consistency is key, but it's like one thing you produce is amazing, great, pack it up, ship it. Next thing, you're still doing the exact same effort. Everyone's like, there's just something about your ability to create consistently whatever you're producing. And also, if you're someone that isn't creating, but your job requires some other type of skill, whatever it is you're doing, you're like, I'm getting gift of the gab, but you bring that to every client or every customer. With the Chariot, like, there's success here, there's travel, there's a lot of driving about, there's a lot of because Chariot is obviously travel, but it's also multitasking, so you could be doing something while you're driving, while you're traveling. You're still some of you could have like a working holiday coming up or something, but it's going to be very successful because it's successful multitasking. And I also got success come through with that Eight of Pentacles. So if you're concerned that you won't be able to kind of keep up your work ethic while you're away, you will. There's something where you will continue to kind of produce consistent results in something. I don't know why I keep getting don't doubt yourself, don't doubt yourself. Some of you are used to a certain routine and you're changing it up, and it's going to be like, oh, can I do this? But you can, obviously, because you're going to do it. There's a lot of success, basically. There's a lot of there's something about a commitment and a decision. Some of you maybe are getting married soon, or some of you are getting engaged. Some of you are moving in together because you have Ten of Pentacles, you have the Lovers, you have Justice. Justice is a marriage card. The Hierophant can be marriage, commitment. The Lovers can be coming together in love. And Ten of Pentacles can be building a house and a home with someone. Or so there's a lot of that kind of energy around you guys. And even if you're watching this and you're like, what are you on about? I'm single than a Pringle. But there is still, like, the energy's coming out for a reason. And it could even be for you to kind of realize that that is coming in. That isn't, some of you might have written that off for yourselves. But it is completely still in the cards. Whether you like it or not. So don't count it out. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Told Terror Tuesdays.